Hello guys, how's it going? So in this video I want to do a quick update as to what's actually coming in the 2.6 update. It will be released very shortly. There's just a few kinks what I'm trying to iron out during the process. So the 2.6 archetype is going to come with an awful lot of stuff. There's also a couple of announcements and a few other things I want to show you guys, so as well as doing a pack opening in this video. So the first one is obviously 2.6 is the new mage archetype. So this is the starter deck. It's only a basic starter deck, which basically means it's pretty basic. There's no little bits in it and there's no dice. It's literally just the cards. It's to try and keep prices low on the Game Crafter. And this is the signature character of the archetype. She's not included in this deck because she's the royalty rare. However, that is the chase card you want to try and get in the 2.6 update. So we've got the mage starter deck, the jumbo booster pack. Keeps the same artwork, however I'm debating whether to change it again, but the jumbo booster will be updated with the new the next 50 cards for 2.6. This is the new booster packaging for the mage update. So as you can see just down here we've got 2.6, which has been added onto the list of everything you can find in a set 1 booster pack. These rarities all stay the same. This is just the artwork of one of the cards in the 2.6 mage update, which is pretty cool. I think that purple sheen goes really nicely on the booster pack, so it could be like that for a while until 2.7 comes out. As well as booster packs and starter decks, there will also be these added onto the Game Crafter. Now, I've done these separately from the starter packs to give you guys a chance of keeping things as low priced as possible. So for example, instead of including a full deck of cards that come with the chits and the dice, obviously once you've bought one starter deck, you don't really need the chits and the dice because you just use them for every other game. That is why that is kept separately in the Game Crafter, and these are 2 new items on the Game Crafter. So this one is called Dazzling Sapphire because it's blue. You've got, I think it's 12 little crystals which act as charges for your core. You've got a d6 for when you for your battle rolls, and an actual d10 that actually goes up to 10 to manage your life on your core. So usually with d10s they start off at 0 and only go to 9. However, there are 2 specific ones on the Game Crafter that start at 1 and actually go up to 10. So we've got Dazzling Sapphire and Magma Blast, which is in red. So you've got a choice of red or blue. There's also a premium die. This is one of the more expensive dies on the Game Crafter. The reason I picked the premium dies is because everybody has standard white, black and white dice. So I wanted to make these a bit of like elegance towards the game. So they are really nice to have on the Game Crafter. The next main update is Collaborations. So of course a new set of or a new subset of 2.6 basically means we will be seeing new collaborations, and this time it is from Epic Underworlds and Skyscape TCG. We've got some really good artwork coming from both of them, especially with the improvements of to Epic Underworlds' artwork, how well he's improved. He has given me some newer artwork to use in replacement of the older artwork he gave me originally. That's kind of a bit bad on my side because it shows how long I've been working on 2.6 for. Yeah, it's taken a while, but you know, life, work, full-time job, kids, and you know how it goes. Next up we have got this. Now this is something I've been working on for a while. Basically it is an actual homemade booster pack. It's taken me quite a while. This is all my prototype packaging, and basically I'm gonna hopefully try and start to buy a lot of cards in bulk off the Game Crafter and then ship them on to people in the UK in this type of packaging. Obviously not the paper packaging, but and I want to try and record like a process of me making this packaging from scratch. So this is these 2 are basically, that was the original design. It kind of followed very similar to how Chaos Galaxy did his homemade TCG booster packs, and then I scrapped that idea and then I started designing something of my own. So we've got like the original, that's a paper pack with cards in it sealed. and then we kind of move on to some slightly better materials and some slightly better cuts. Obviously I've been doodling on the back of them to try and make some improvements, and then at the moment that's where I'm up to. But yeah, it's coming along, but it's a slow process. It'll be even slower when I've got to wait for the game crafter to ship me some cards. But that is an update for another video, so I'm looking forward to this booster pack thing, because like I said, it means I can ship things out much faster to you guys if you were interested in smaller booster packs. I could probably even make booster boxes of this stuff. That's not a final design, by the way, it's just a placeholder. Could use it, maybe could not use it. And in the last update as well, I also got one pack of Royal Showdown, which is the creator of Domham Rhapsody. So I don't not seen many pack openings of her game, so I'm looking forward to getting a pack of that open. She's got some really good artwork in her game, and then obviously another pack of Illumiscent because I'm good friends with Scott and we do a lot of meetups and stuff. This whole order was a little bit slightly expensive, not really expensive, but you know, in terms of someone who's just doing everything for free, I didn't want price getting too expensive with all of this included, so I've not really had time to buy other games as much, but hopefully by the time this is all blown over, I will start to buy and open some other homemade TCG booster packs. And then the final update is obviously after 2.6 we're going to move on to, guess what? 2.7. Ta-da! And 2.7 is going to be a new filler set, which wasn't originally in the pipeline. However, I've had a few people who have suggested it, and I think, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And that is basically going to be the second filler set to end Cycle 1. So Cycle 1 was going to end on the Mages, however 2.7 is now going to be the new end of Cycle 1, and that will be a filler set, so it's not going to be set to one specific archetype like how the Mages and the Samurai and the Pirates and Witches and stuff like that. It's going to be like the previous filler set where it's just X amount of random cards, maybe like 10 Corellisions, 10 Scrats, 10 Wonders, 10 Cores, something like that, and then it will use artwork from the original Wrath of Kors 1 game. So I'm looking forward to that because there's so much artwork in my old folders which I want to use, and there's probably about 500 pieces of artwork what I want to use. So the original plan was to keep these as 50 card sets, however filler number 2.7 should I say, is probably looking somewhere between 100 and 200 cards, so that is going to be a massive update to the game. Anyway guys, it's 8 minutes long. I'm going to do a pack opening in the next video instead of this one, but thanks very much for watching and let me know what you think of the update, and I can't wait to get these packs opened. I'll see you next time.